Hello, so when will driving lessons and driving tests resume in 2021? As you probably know, most of the UK, around 80% of it, has now entered Tier 4. That means that driving lessons and tests are suspended. But when will lessons resume? When will tests resume? Can you still do driving lessons with your relatives? What about theory tests? Well, let's have a look at all that and more in this video. So as of December 31st, 2020, driving lessons and driving tests are suspended across most of the UK. It has been said by health professionals that Tier 4 restrictions are unlikely to last anything less than a few months. So unfortunately, if you're one of these people who thinks that this is going to be over in a couple of weeks or so, I'm sorry to say it won't be. Now, there is great news with the new Oxford vaccine being rolled out, so that's going to massively help bring down the length of time that we spend in Tier 4. However, even with that, I would be very surprised if any lessons at all are done before March 2021. If you think about it, we had the 1 month long lockdown in November, and many people said that wasn't long enough and it didn't really have much of an impact. So I very much doubt that this is going to be relaxed any time before March 2021. Can you take driving lessons with relatives or friends or anybody else apart from a driving instructor in Tier 4 areas? The answer is no. You're not allowed to take driving lessons at all in a Tier 4 area. There's one small exception, which is that you are allowed to practice driving if it's part of an essential journey, but you mustn't go out and just do a driving lesson. This is enforced by law, and the police can pull you over and you can be issued with a fine if you are caught doing a driving lesson. And please don't just pretend that you're on an essential journey, because they will ask questions about where you've come from, where you're going, and if you are caught out, you will face a fine. At the time of recording this video, driving lessons and bike lessons can take place in Tiers 1, 2 and 3, but I'll put a link in the description to the official government guidelines on this. So when will driving tests resume? Well, I don't think driving tests are going to resume any time before March 2021 at the earliest. We're probably looking at around April if we're being fair, because remember that most of us will have had several weeks or months away from driving lessons. So they'll probably do what they did before and open up the test centres 2 weeks after lessons resume. What about the test waiting times? Well, there is normally a cap on the waiting time of 4 months. So normally they don't book any more than 4 months ahead. However, that is no longer being done. Only a few days ago now, I was looking at booking a test online just to see when they were booking for, and they were booking for late May, and that was in December 2020. They were booking for late May 2021. So I think the driving test will probably resume sometime around April 2021, maybe March, we'll just see. But realistically, you're probably not going to get one. If you haven't already got one booked for that time, you're unlikely to get one anything before June or July. There is effectively a 1 year backlog on driving lessons, because if we are in Tier 4 until March, as I expect us to be, there's going to be roughly a 9 to 12 month backlog of learners and tests. So my advice is that if you do want to start driving lessons, please don't wait until all this is cleared, things start returning to some kind of normality, and then book your lessons. You need to be booking them well in advance. I can't believe I'm saying this, but if you want to pass your driving test for Christmas 2021, you really need to think about booking lessons and even a test as soon as you can. And yeah, it's only January and already we're planning for Christmas. What about theory test certificates? If your theory test is expiring soon, or even in a few months' time, what's going to happen with that? Well, unfortunately, if your theory test expires, you just have to take it again. The DVSA have repeatedly said this over 2020. So realistically, we're going to be living under these restrictions for several months probably. Check out these other videos on the screen now to learn how to pass your driving test. Subscribe to my channel to be kept up to date with the latest news. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you again soon for more videos.